You're very welcome back to the Daily Rundown with me, Fiona Fox. Now, I've been joined by Kevin and James from the Village Bakers here in Manchester. Hi guys.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, you've got your paraphernalia with you as
yes,
well.
We've got our polo shirts
all
on.
branded.
Lovely, all branded. That's what we like to see. Right, tell us. First of all, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit disappointed. You haven't brought me any cakes.
Sorry.
You're not knocking
Next
around
time,
now.
next time we will.
Next time, gadget. Next
Rushing
time.
about after work.
Oh, this is what happens. You see, you're busy, aren't you? I know you're busy because you've got your event coming up. Obviously, you're baking away, and you have got your TV appearances to do. So we let you off. I'll make do with the chocolate hobnob I had before I came in. Right. The big thing is that we want to talk about is the Bake Off.
Yep.
Right. You're working towards the Great Village Bake Off. Is right? Is that the right?
It is, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, you're going to make.
absolutely.
Tell us about that. It's the fourth year, is that right?
Yeah, so it's the fourth year it's been running, and it's basically an opportunity for the LGBT community to really come together as part of Pride and share some cake, have a drink, meet new people, and really celebrate Pride.
Yeah.
And what better way than a cake?
Exactly.
Exactly.
What better way? And obviously, you guys are the Village Bakers. So, and I mean, you've explained that now. But the Village is the village here, the gay village.
Yeah,
obviously,
absolutely, yeah.
That's where you're based as Village Bakers. How did this all come about then? The baking side of things, obviously.
It was the main idea. Well, it was your main idea.
Yeah,
wasn't it,
yes.
really through the Great British Bake Off.
Which has been just
It's absolutely
Phenomenal.
huge. It just
Ridiculously
goes
big,
from
hasn't it?
strength to
Yeah.
strength.
because do you know, I had a friend who kept. I was actually not living in the UK when it started. Is it about 5 years maybe? ago
Yeah,
there?
something like that. Yeah.
I just came here just the year it started, I think. But one of my friends was obsessed, or I was updating on Facebook, and I was like, I was like, is this person's gone really granny-ish? Like, why is she all going on about cakes? And then I kind of was getting, saw who the presenters were. Then suddenly it just exploded.
Yeah.
And everybody was baking, and everybody was watching it, and it was trending on Twitter and all that kind of thing. So you kind of took advantage of this.
Yes, we kind of I kind of identified that within the gay village there wasn't really any social groups which weren't revolved around sport.
Right.
And you can probably I'm not sporty.
You're not into the
No,
sport.
I'm not.
Neither am
sporty.
I.
I was
Not
going to say, so you're not
everybody
bothered you're
does.
missing the Olympics tonight or anything like that?
No. So it was a great opportunity to really kind of like set up a proper social group where people can come, bring some cake along once a month, share cake, have a drink, and just socialise with new people and just chat.
Brilliant. And the thing is, just even outside the LGBT community, just baking has just taken off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is that just all down to the Great British Bake Off? Or
I think
kind
it
of hipster
absolutely
elements
is,
to it,
yeah.
isn't there?
I
Hipster
think-
elements of cupcakes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think it is a lot down to the Great British Bake Off, but then baking sort of brings people together as well.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have got a lot of fond memories of baking when they were younger.
Yeah.
Grannies
Going out to your
and
granny,
stuff
that's a
like
big one, I
that.
think, isn't it? It's the comforting
So,
kind of
yeah.
side of it,
Absolutely.
isn't there?
Yeah, it's comforting. It's a bit retro. People like that creativity.
Obviously, we're all
element.
into the retro stuff
so-
as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things that your granny teaches you.
Yeah.
One of the things that your granny teaches you. So people find it easier to do as opposed to maybe I prefer baking to cooking.
So you'd rather
I
make
would not
buns
say
than make a
I'm-
nice dinner or something?
I would not say I'm the world's best cook, but
Would you say
when
the
it comes
worst?
to no. It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
Whereas baking, I really enjoy doing that. So.
And
hey.
what do people have to are people coming along with spectacular kind of creations, or can you come up with just your average fairy cake?
It completely varies.
Does it?
So anyone comes along, and it's open to anyone with different baking abilities. So if you're a novice, you can just bake some fairy cakes, even if it's a packet mix, it doesn't matter. It'll be fine. It's about kind of contributing something and putting something on the table.
I don't think Mary Berry would be into that then, in the package. I don't think she'd endorse
think-
that.
yeah,
would
I
she?
Just won't tell you.
You won't tell me that part of it. It's important though, isn't it? How much importance do you place on the obviously among the LGBT community there can be problems with isolation or that type of thing. It can be difficult for some young,
Absolutely, it's really.
It's a support network you're
It
creating.
really is, yeah. It's a support network. It's that kind of that environment where. If you're new to a city, you don't know anyone, you can just literally just come along with a cake, say hello. You don't even have to bake, really. If you just want to turn up and have a drink and eat some cake, you're welcome still.
Wow.
And that's what it's about, really. It's about being welcoming.
That's such a fabulous idea. I mean, from both sides, obviously, I mean, I'm fully endorsing the cake side of things. I don't know too much. Tell us about the Bake Off then.
Yeah.
So it's in its 4th year. So you were quick off the mark there on the back of the Great British Bake Off, I have to say. You were quick when you saw the opportunity. What's the plans for this year then?
So this year, the event is on Sunday the 21st at 1 p.m. at the Molly House, and the event is has 2 different categories for people to bake in. So there's a beginner's cupcake, so if you're a novice, if you're new, you can enter that category, and then there's a fairy tale creation category.
Oh wow!
So those who want to go a bit more all out there.
This is like the stuff you see on Pinterest and Instagram.
Absolutely,
Kind of
we
fabulous.
Expect some flamboyant.
Really?
Yeah.
So there's extra points awarded to just how camp, how creative you are with your baking.
I saw one of the most amazing, actually somebody I know made it recently. It was of Oz, basically the yellow brick road and red shoes.
Yeah.
I have to find a picture of it there on the break and try to show it to you.
Yeah.
But is that the kind of level of spectacular creation you're talking about? I mean, there's some people really kind of pull out all the stops.
Some people really, really do.
Are you guys at this level now, or are you?
I won't be entering the Bake Off, no. So I'll be there with the judges. So try not to get too involved. Do you not bake, Evan? I do bake. I absolutely do bake. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not that much of a fraud.
But it must be fantastic to be part of, though. I mean, obviously, like for the creative side of it, because which is another side of baking, isn't it? Because it's actually become a way of expressing
really
oneself creatively,
definitely.
hasn't it?
Yeah.
The kind of fantastic ones that they come up with.
Yeah, and I think kind of that creativity is kind of like, like you say, you're able to express yourself. You're able to get a bit of inspiration from Pinterest, look at what's going on in like your local bakery, things like that, mash them all together and come up with your own unique creation. And we've had some unique creations.
Yeah, we have.
Oh, like what?
Yeah.
Well, I do remember someone once turning up with what was it? It was, I think we do sniff out a shop bought sponge. So I think they'd bought a shop bought sponge, and outside just before they'd got there, shoved 2 flakes in the top of it, and just thought that was great. But at least they contributed. And
I was going to say,
about.
do they get any marks for like participating even, or for just being that cheeky?
Of course.
Do they win something?
At the Bake Off, so we award a prize for Star Baker. There's lots of prizes at the event, and it's judged by some ex-Bake Off contestants.
Oh wow!
So
that's
they'll
fantastic.
be coming along to cast their eye over what's put on the table.
So you've got quite a bit of support then, as well, like like that ex-Bake Off contestants. And
So we've got Howard Middleton, who was in Bake Off a couple of years ago. He was well known for having custard stolen from his competition in drama. And then we've got Sandy Doherty, who was in Bake Off last year, and she made it about halfway through the programme, and then she failed with a creme brulee, which didn't set.
The old creme brulee.
Yeah.
But hey.
Well, but look, now she's at the Great Village Bake Off even. So I was going to next year. What are the plans for kind of next year? It'll be your 5-year anniversary. Are you going to pull out all the stops?
Who knows yet?
Who knows?
We've not planned. So if you've got any ideas, any thoughts,
anniversary
it will be bigger.
Party, maybe.
I mean, I have no doubt that there will be another great Village Bake Off, because we do it as an annual thing now, because it's a really good way to raise money for Pride. And that's where all the money goes.
So your proceeds actually go to Pride, right?
Yes.
Sorry, I wasn't clear on that. Wow, that's fantastic.
So all the money raised at the event goes to the Pride Community Fund.
Brilliant. So that will obviously encourage people to support it more.
Absolutely,
Well, not just the LGBT,
and the
of course.
Pride Community Fund goes to fund groups a little bit like Village Bakers as well. So some of the social groups, but other groups within the LGBT community.
I love that you've cornered this side, or you've kind of opened up this sort of side of socialising as well, because not everybody's a big drinker. We all know there's a fantastic gay scene in Manchester, isn't there? Just go down to the Village any night, you're guaranteed a laugh. Just some nights you might not get in. It's heaving, really, isn't it though? But that's not for everybody, really, is it? Anyway, that isn't necessarily your only option. And then, like you said, sports. Not for everybody,
exactly.
But it's so nice to have this other option, I guess.
Absolutely, and that's kind of reflected within our the people who kind of come along to Village Bakers. So we get everyone from 18 to 65,
Lovely,
and everyone kind of gets on, everyone chats, and it's a real kind of community atmosphere.
That's fantastic.
And really inclusive as well, aren't we?
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
inclusive.
Yeah.
And was that your main objective then?
Yeah.
Was to create
Absolutely.
that sort of sort of situation? And so tell us, how often do the Village Baker Club? Often do you guys meet up?
So it's every second Sunday of the month at the Molly House, and starts at 1 o'clock. On every second Sunday. So
every second Sunday in the Molly House
of the month.
So
open to everybody.
Open to absolutely everyone.
As long as they have a cake of some sort.
As long as they've got a cake, or even if they don't have a cake.
As long as they like cake.
Exactly.
Somehow, they're going to come along.
Yeah.
And the date again, just remind us before we go.
So
it's
Sunday the 21st of August, 1 p.m. at the Molly House, and there's details on Facebook.
So you can find it on Facebook.
Find it on Facebook. Find it on Twitter.
How many people are you expecting?
We're expecting around about 130 or so people.
Wow.
And we're expecting around 30 or so bakes.
Yeah.
Do people show up and say I want to be in, or do they need to register beforehand?
You need to register beforehand, so you can find details on Facebook, or you can find details on Eventbrite. Just search the Village Bake Off.
Village Bake Off, Manchester.
Yeah.
Well, guys, the very best of luck with the event. It sounds fantastic. I'll have to get along to sample.
Absolutely.
But thanks so much for coming in, because I know you're busy trying to organise it. Thank you so much, James and Kevin from the Village Bakers Club. Right, we're going to go for another break, and when I come back, Drew and David will be here with their something to say. Don't go anywhere.